Welcome back to the So Far So Good podcast. My name is Christopher Coombs.
And my name is Gaurav Khazanchi. Welcome back, everybody.
Good to have you all tuning in once again on this beautiful day. Now, Gaurav, are you ready? Have you got your coffee in hand?
I have got my question in mind.
You don't have a coffee?
Nah, I still haven't done it. I know I promised that I'll have a coffee one time with you, but it's hard to tell when we're so far apart. So this time I don't have a coffee.
Okay. I'll forgive you. I do have something I want to mention on coffee, but let's get through the intro first. So, as usual, we will start with our introductory questions. I might roll it off first here.
Kick it off.
Because we were talking just before we went live on air that Gaurav he just went for a workout.
Yes, that's correct.
And as we all know, he is a straight up gym junkie.
Yeah, like we've established.
Now, my question is actually relating to the gym or working out. Now, it's a two-part question.
Okay.
So, I want to know, firstly, what is your favorite gym exercise to do, and what is your least favorite?
Okay. Favorite's got to be any type of bench press.
Yep. Classic.
Just because, like, you just feel the muscles working instantly. And it feels nice to power it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you asked my least favorite, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much anything to do with the legs.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are you a straight up no leg day guy?
No, like, I still do it, but it's like, when it's chest day, I'm like, yes, it's chest day.
Yeah.
When it's leg day, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's leg day. Like, I like doing calves. Like, I like doing those muscles.
Yep.
But, like, the big muscles, it's just because you feel it drain the energy out of you. So
yeah, that's true.
I think that's why. Like, I'm happy to do it, but I'm just like, I know it's going to be a massive workout.
Yeah, and I feel like as well with legs, you actually get puffed out, whereas when you're doing upper body, you just feel the muscle.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So
100%.
what would be your worst leg exercise?
I'm just like, I don't mind doing squats, but I'll say squats because by the end of it, you're like, wow, I'm wobbling right now, man. So I'll say squats.
It's a good thing though.
Yeah, starting off, I'm like, yeah, this feels great, but then by the end of it, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, you get to about probably the third set, and you just
yeah.
You just
what are you on the same page, or is something else?
Somewhat on the same page. I mean, I'm the same as you in terms of my favorite would be bench press, and it's just because any sort of pushing motion is just easier, and it just hits the muscle straight away.
That's true.
I'd probably say I don't know. I don't mind doing legs.
Yeah.
But I might even say my least favorite is back. Any sort of back exercise. Now, there's a specific reason for that. I used to have like fairly bad posture, which I've worked on getting better in recent years.
That's true.
Obviously because I'm 7 foot tall. Now, so when I work back, it's actually really difficult for me. You know, it's really hard to actually hit those specific muscles. But the reason it's hard to say whether it's my least favorite, but what I say is it's hard to hit the muscles, but the times when I do hit the muscle, it feels good because I feel like, I'm improving my back strength, I guess.
Yeah, and it's such a large area as well. Like when you're doing the back, it's such a large area to cover.
It is, yeah.
So totally understandable. Well answered. I'm glad you actually gave me an answer instead of leaving our listeners hanging this time.
Yeah, well, I was having a good think about it, and that's why I was like, I might actually answer this one.
All right, very cool. Now, my question is nothing to do with the gym. So, your alarm clock, you obviously use an alarm clock on your phone. Is that a correct assumption?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you ever change your alarm clock ringtone?
I've changed it once.
In your whole life,
Yeah.
you changed it once.
I used to have this really, really loud, like, you know that one?
Yeah, it's like an emergency alarm almost.
Yeah, exactly. I used to have that one when, I think it was around when I was in uni, because that's when, and we spoke about this before, but that's when our lives were probably the most hectic, because
Oh, yeah.
we were doing uni, we were working pretty much 5 days a week, going to the gym, playing sport, socializing. Like, I was, like, when I would go to bed, I would be absolutely exhausted, and I'm a decently heavy sleeper, so I literally had to have an alarm that hardcore to be able to wake up. Because if it was just some mellow tune, like, I would just sleep through it, guaranteed.
Yeah, fair call.
But in recent years, I have changed it. To be honest, I can't even remember what it is. I might try and play it right now.
Yeah.
I'll set it to go off in the next minute, and then
let's hopefully remember.
Well, I've got it here ready to go. But what about you in the meantime?
So, when I used to have this normal sort of ringing one, and then at one point in my life, I thought, let's get into the Christmas spirit around Christmas time, and I changed my alarm tone to the Mariah Carey Christmas song.
That is an absolute joke. Are you joking?
No, I did.
You are a joke of a human being.
I wanted to get into the Christmas spirit, and then I realized how sick of your alarm clock you get. Like, I knew that before, and I knew changing it into something that's, kind of likable is a big mistake. But I did it anyway, and then it was, I don't recommend changing a ringtone to a song you like or anything. So even now...
Exactly, and I know exactly what you're going to say with this, is because then when you hear it later, like in the day randomly, or you hear it on the radio, you hate the sound of it, because you remember having to wake up.
Exactly. Like, my 100%. Current alarm clock is the standard Samsung ringing ringtone. And then when I'm outside of the house and I hear someone's phone ring and it's that same tone, I get scared. Like, I jump and I'm like, I'm already awake. I'm like, stop. And it just makes me want to vomit. It's so disturbing. So that's my alarm clock story.
All right. It's about to go off pretty much any second now. So just hold on a sec.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my current ringtone.
It's not as hectic as I was expecting. You just said you're a heavy sleeper. That sounds like some calm hold music when you're on the phone.
Well, it's quite loud, and my phone's like literally right next to my head. So
okay, yeah,
it definitely wakes me up. But my life is not as hectic as it was. So and I actually am not as heavy of a sleeper as I used to be.
Okay.
I actually struggle to get to... the last week I've been good, but it's just... Sometimes I just can't get to sleep, man,
Too much to do in the world.
You just start thinking of things you can do and whatever, and then you're just like, nah, I can't sleep.
Yeah. It's definitely relatable. It's happened to everyone.
All right, well, that'll do us for the intro, so let's get into it.
So far, so good.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks once again for tuning in. Now, I did say to Gaurav that I was going to mention something about my coffee that I'm drinking today.
Yep.
Now, it's a bit of an interesting one, but I used to drink the old caramel latte Nescafe sachet.
Yes.
Have you had those before?
Yeah. You open the packet and you just mix it with hot water and it becomes all coffee and frothy, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
now, Is the word sachet or is it sachet? What's the go there?
No, I'm pretty sure it's sachet.
Sachet, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hear people say both, and I'm always like, which one?
I've never heard sachet.
I just like saying sachet.
Sachet, yeah, sachet, yeah.
So, I used to drink those sachets a bit, and then I actually realized that they have literally 8 grams of sugar in them, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's quite a bit. We're talking 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Okay.
Whereas when
for a second, I took 8 grams as 8 teaspoons. I'm like, hold on. But
what?
for a second, and then I'm like, oh wait, you said grams. So I'm glad you said 2 teaspoons.
So it's quite a bit, because when I make a normal, just a general coffee, like I don't have any sugar, because I'm like, I try and have as least sugar as possible, in my diet. But you know, with some great food, you just can't avoid it. But where you can avoid it, I do. Let's put it that way. So I thought, I'm not drinking these anymore. Like, I can't be having 2 teaspoons of sugar every morning with my caramel latte. So I stopped having it, and I just started having the old rubbish instant Nescafe coffee from the jar.
Okay.
Just drinking that as a black coffee. It's absolutely terrible.
But you like it when it's free, right? Because I'm pretty sure last episode or 2 episodes ago you said that.
Yes. Correct.
But it's rubbish when you make it at home.
Correct. Now this is why it relates, is because if I was to have it at work and it's free, I'm like, sweet, a coffee. But when I have it at home and I'm relaxed and I just want to enjoy the coffee, it's crap. It's absolute crap. So I thought, why not jump onto Coles home delivery website and let's see if I can find some sugar-free sachets. Now, I actually managed to find some caramel latte sugar-free sachets. I can't remember the brand because it's in the kitchen and I'm not going to go walk there right now. But I'm drinking it right now as we speak.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an interesting one, I've got to admit. Now, in terms of the difference as opposed to the Nescafe with 8 grams of sugar, you'd be surprised, but this one with no sugar is actually sweeter.
Really? So, but is it sweeter because they're using like one of those artificial sweeteners like stevia or something?
Absolutely is. Now, I looked at the ingredients. The second ingredient, I believe, was artificial sweetener. So now I'm not a dietitian in any way possible. So that's why I want to get your take on this. So if I'm getting rid of sugar, but I'm putting artificial sweetener in it, I mean, surely it's just as bad, right?
Yeah, look, man, I actually don't know. I've heard mixed things on this, and I'm not going to give any opinion because me as well, I'm obviously not a dietitian. But in my own opinion, I just don't like them because they always leave this weird aftertaste, and I don't like that. So if it's no sugar, I'm happy for it to be just without sugar.
Yeah.
Instead of like fake sugar. Like, don't give me that fake sugar nonsense.
Exactly. If I could... So what I'm saying is this is actually not as good as the Nescafe one with sugar, but it's sweeter. So so what I've done now is I just add like half a teaspoon of like just straight up coffee to just make it a little bit stronger. Yeah. It makes it a bit better, but it's still super sweet. So if I was to have this exact drink with no artificial sweetener whatsoever, I reckon it would be really good.
But then, is it possible to have caramel without sugar? Because caramel is just sugar.
I mean, caramel is technically the flavoring, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work. But look, I think at the end of the day, you should just buy a coffee machine.
I mean, potentially. I just don't think I need a coffee machine.
But
like, I'm happy to make coffee. You know, I'm happy to just make it, but I need to just get the right one for me, I guess.
You should. Okay, what about try out on a budget version? If you just get a coffee grinder, grind your own. Actually, no, I don't think that's how it works. No,
we're not coffee connoisseurs.
Yeah,
you know what? If we could get someone that's a full on coffee engineer, we'd be interested in speaking to you. I think.
But look,
give us a bit of insight.
Similarly, like I started off having the thing farthest away from real coffee. I used to get like a mochaccino or a cappuccino or something, and that's where it's like mostly milk and there's some powdered sugar or powdered chocolate on top, something like that. And then slowly I'll just I'll just move on to just coffee. So when I order a coffee now, it's usually just a double espresso shot.
Double espresso shot.
Yeah,
so you're not drinking it to enjoy it. You're drinking it for the caffeine hit.
Kind of. It's like I'm I just can't be bothered drinking so much coffee at once. And that's what a cappuccino or something like that was giving me. Just giving me a lot of liquid and, you know, it's not that much. So it ended up just being a social thing. Like, I can live without coffee. As you see right now, I'm not drinking a coffee. But when I do have it, I'll just have a double espresso shot because I like it now. It's not that I'm struggling to get it down like a tequila shot or something. It's like... I actually like it, and it's just easier to have, you know, than this giant glass of 2/3 milk.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, and
yeah.
I actually agree. Like, I could totally live without coffee. Like, I could live without anything. I literally just, like, I have that willpower where I can just live without anything. But with coffee, I don't see it as, like, such a bad thing. Like,
no.
You're getting a whole heap of water at the same time, so it's not too bad.
No, it's not good.
And apparently caffeine stimulates your brain in the sense that, you know, you actually start being more productive. I don't know.
Well, it makes sense, I guess, you know, staying awake and why people drink it. But, like, it's not because it's bad or anything. It's just, I don't know, I never had that coffee addiction, I guess you could say, or I never really got into the habit. Yeah, I guess I have it more in my life than I used to, but I never have that feeling like I need a coffee or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely just enjoy, like, the taste and drinking it. So
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
I mean, it's not like I'll be, like, laying on the floor sleeping if I don't drink it. I just enjoy having it.
Yeah, for sure.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. I think I need to,
I'm going to drink these caramel lattes with sugar-free, but, I'm not going to buy any more, that's for sure. I'm going to try something else. So
Absolutely.
Stay tuned.
And let us know on our Instagram, @SoFarSoGoodPodcast, if you have any suggestions or, just some input. That'd be quite helpful.
Yeah, help Chris out on his coffee struggle. He wants to get out of the instant coffee, but he also doesn't want a coffee machine. So what other options do we have?
Yep, that'd be great.
Okay, now, Soft Souls, general listeners, casual listeners, So Far So Good listeners. There's an absolute announcement I have to make on this episode, and I can't believe I'm equally happy about it, but I'm also equally disappointed about it, about this announcement. And Chris is sounding absolutely silent right now, and I know exactly why. So if you guys in this sort of build-up right now have figured out what I'm about to say, let me know while you listen to this episode at So Far So Good Podcast on Instagram, because I just can't believe, as I said, equally happy and unhappy. I can't believe it's come to this. And I'm excited, kind of, but I'm also once again disappointed that I have to break this news to you guys. Now, Chris, before I say it, I'm going to give you a chance to confess yourself, but I would also like the satisfaction of saying this myself. So, do you have any input at this moment?
I actually don't know what you're about to say.
Get out of here, Ken! Out of here if you don't know what I'm about to say. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Coombs has broken his own vows and he has shaved his beard. And the reason I'm excited is because I feel like this is definitely a win for me. And the reason I'm disappointed is because he set his own rules. No one told him to pick those rules. But he literally picked the most unpredictable thing possible. I will not shave my beard or trim it until international travel is legal. And as you all know, it's looking like it's going to be about 2077 by the time it's legal. So unless he wanted to be Gandalf the Grey, he had to shave it at this point. So, Chris, now do you have any defense?
Do you want to just quickly give the other related announcement just so I can talk on the both at the same time?
Well, look, there is another related announcement. I was going to save this, but I'm going to say it now. So, I'm stuck as well. So I also need all your people's help because I have permission to punish Chris for this. Like, he should be punished for this. And I can't think of anything because I can't even say, okay, now shave your head, because he's literally gone and done that too. So I'll let you take the mic.
So what happened was, firstly, look, it's over. Like I've just come to the realization it is over. International travel, it's not happening anytime in the near future.
But we knew that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if international was going to be like end of the year or start of next year, then I would have been like, yeah, let's like, I'm actually going to be pretty. But it's over, man. It's not happening till 2077. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing is we are in Melbourne. So we are currently in stage 4 lockdown. We're in week 2 of stage 4 lockdown. And I thought, this is a better time than ever to go for something like a buzz cut on my head just to see what it looks like. You know, I haven't had my hair this short since I was a wee lad in primary school. So I thought, what a better time to give it a go, see what it looks like. Now, when I first did it, I had the long beard at the same time, and it was not happening. So,
oh man, he sent us a picture, and then I saw it. I'm like, he's trying to do everything to just look as messy as possible. So he had this massive untidy beard and then this clean shaved head. I'm like, it just does not work. So this is why I'm also kind of glad you decided to shave your beard, because I don't know how to, you looked like a thug, man. You sent me that photo and I was kind of scared that I was going to be attacked soon enough. You didn't even smile in the photo. You were literally like mugshotting in that photo. Pretty sure you were topless as well. So it really added to the character.
I mean, the lighting was good, but but I got to admit, I did look half bogan, half Eshe, and that's just not happening.
Yeah,
I was not a fan of that.
He didn't even look Amish anymore. I said, you look like you've come straight out of American History X. That's what I said. The movie, if anyone hasn't seen it.
Yeah, exactly right. So I did do another home haircut, and look, I don't mind the look. It's all right. A few people have said it looks decent. A few people have said it looked better than when I had actually styled hair. So that's just proves how badly I was styling my hair.
No, but that's because I think maybe the style. When you first got your haircut at the barber in Bali, like they did a nice style, but you're not a fan of like the neat style, are you?
No.
Yeah,
no.
You prefer like the messy, but look. These are both better than that 5 years growth long hair. So
yeah,
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
So and look, the third reason is, look, I need to look somewhat presentable because I still have things in my life where I need to be somewhat presentable too. So
what?
So
he needs to look good for the basketball court, guys. That's what it is.
So we've got those 3 reasons. Firstly, it's over. International travel's not happening. Number 2, it just did not look good. I looked like a bogan Eshe with the shaved head and the long beard. Number 3, I do need to look somewhat presentable. So I guess 2 and 3 are very similar, but that's my reasons, and I know I made it public. I said I was going to do it and all that stuff. So, look, I will accept the punishment that comes my way. I can, totally accept that.
Well, I feel like what I should deserve is 1 point on our challenge scoreboard for the So Far So Good podcast. Minimum.
Absolutely not.
I get a minimum 1 point, and you get a punishment.
Absolutely not. You're not getting a point. Because it wasn't a battle between the two of us.
But
you had your reasons, I had my reasons, and it was different.
But we accepted it as a challenge. Whether it was a challenge for yourself or a challenge...
No, it was a personal challenge. But it was not a So Far So Good challenge.
No. That was never specified.
The point system is only So Far So Good challenges.
We need to get a mediator to score this point system because it's not working between the two of us right now. Okay, but for a punishment, I'm out. I don't know what to give. I'm actually lost because I would have said now shave your head, and you did that first. You did it before you shaved your beard, and I don't know now. So I'm gonna have to think of something, but I don't want it to be like a casual, normal punishment. I want it to be creative and something that's like, next level. Not as hectic as, getting a tattoo or something, but something that, can be reversed. So, Soft Souls, give me some ideas. Let me know. Maybe we'll post up a photo of your transition from head of hair, face of beard, to no head of hair, face of beard, to no head of hair, no face of beard.
Let's make it not hair related. How about that? We've done it. We're literally our entire Instagram is literally the last 10 photos are just about hair. Do we have nothing better to talk about?
Okay. Look, a punishment will come your way. I will announce it on the podcast when I have it. So I need your help, everyone. But look, it is what it is. So congratulations, but equally, you have also failed at your own challenge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Now, on that topic, I just want to say, you've heard us both say the phrase, "It is what it is," right? But I just want to say, I used to say the normal version, "It is what it is," quite a bit, like back in the day before TikTok times, and it was fine. But recently, Chris has come to me, because I've now changed it to "It is what it is," to imitate, the trend. And Chris has come up and said, "Why do you say that? It's just a filler line." But you might have heard in the last couple of episodes, he is saying it himself now. And I told him, it's not a filler line, because you can only say it at certain times. So have you changed your opinion on that?
Okay, well, firstly, you're saying it completely differently in a different context. So, in a normal situation before TikTok, you would say something, you'd be like, look, man, it is what it is. Like, I mean, what can you do? Like, that's essentially what you're saying. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It is what it is. Like, what can you do? There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But now, when we're gaming, when we're on the phone, whatever, you'll actually say something to Gaurav in the hopes that you'll get a genuine response. But all he does is goes, "It is what it is." Actually give me a response.
No. I say it when you can say it. Like, you'll say something like, "Dude, I don't know what to do. This guy's hacking in this game." I'll be like, "Look, man, it is what it is."
Exactly. I need some genuine support here. Give me something.
But you can't, apart from reporting this person, kicking this person out, there's nothing else you can do, because you're coming to me with this problem because you've already tried all possible options. And now you're saying, "Look, man, I can't do it." And if there's nothing to do, then look, it is what it is. You can't change it. All I ask is, when I say it, I just want you to say it back, like the TikTok video. I just want you to say it. I just want you... All I expect is, "It is what it is" back. That's all I want. Not a lecture on how it's not plausible to say in this situation. Just say it back.
It means nothing. You're just saying it because you have nothing to say.
No.
To be honest, if you have nothing to say, don't say anything at all.
I say it when it makes sense. So let's say you said, "Dude, let's paint the wall red," and I said, "It is what it is." Then that's just a filler and it doesn't make sense.
Exactly, and you would do that.
No, I wouldn't. If you said, "Dude, I was gonna paint the wall red, but they ran out of red paint," then I would have said, "Oh man, that sucks, but it is what it is," because you can't do anything about it. Two different situations.
So rather than saying "it is what it is," why don't you say, "Oh, have you tried this shop? Why don't you look online? There could be red paint somewhere."
Because I would have assumed you would have tried to look at every hardware store for this paint, and that's why you're coming to me with this problem.
Okay, and then we'll use the gaming example.
Okay.
So if I say, "Oh, this guy's hacking," rather than you saying, "It is what it is," how about you go, "Oh man, yeah, dude, the guy's a loser." Like, back me up, man.
Okay.
Dude, if you're part of the boys, you would support the boys and not say "it is what it is."
No, look, fair enough. On that point, fair enough. That wasn't a real life example. It was just very hypothetical, and it's the first thing that came to mind. That never happened. He never came to me and said, "This guy's hacking," and I said, "It is what it is." I say
Yes,
it
you
when
have.
it's...
You literally have. You have. If we recorded our gaming sessions, guaranteed you would have said it.
But that's because you're calling a non... We've said this so many times. You're calling a non-hacker a hacker. So, I'm not going to say kick him out because that's just not cool.
Yeah, but can I just say something? Unless you're looking at his screen in his bedroom, you don't know that he's not hacking.
Okay, but then I can reverse that. You don't know that he is hacking.
Yeah, but he could be.
Okay, but we can't do anything about it, right? So it is what it is.
Shut the bloody hell up. It's the worst saying ever invented.
Okay, but my point is...
It's honestly, it's worse than say less. And that's saying something.
But Say Less wasn't even bad. I liked Say Less. I thought you liked Say Less too.
No, the saying is say no more.
I know, but the whole point is that there's this new variation of it, and it's like, you know, it's the new thing, and that's what people say.
Yeah, but not cool, bro.
No cap, bro. No cap.
Oh no.
my point was, if you listen back, I reckon the last 2 episodes until now, even in this episode, you will hear Chris say, "It is what it is."
No. I'll say, oh look, man, it is what it is. Like, it's a genuine response. But when you say it is what it is, it's just nothing. It means nothing.
It's the same meaning. I'm just emphasizing the I vowel in the is.
Have you ever... Look, man, you have to listen to your parents. Have your parents ever said to you, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all?
But that is a nice thing to say. It's neutral.
No, it's not.
It's not a mean thing to say.
It's an unsupportive saying.
But I only say it when it's plausible. Okay, before I forget though, on the topic of TikTok kind of things, a couple episodes ago, or last episode, I can't remember, we told the listeners about the prank call test that you did with me. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
How Chris called me up and said, "Hey, I was with you last night, right? We got food or something," and I just said yes. Now, what I've seen recently is a variation of that, and I wanted to bring it up because I don't know how I would react, because it's a similar situation, but it's significantly different. So instead of you calling me, it'd be Caitlin calling me and saying, "Hey, Chris said he was with you last night. Is he still with you, or was he with you?" So it's completely different. So it's your friend's partner would call you and ask pretty much the same question. How do you think you would react?
So you're saying if your partner called me,
yes,
and said, "Is Gaurav still with you?"
Yes.
Wow, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably say yes straight away, but just because that's what you would do. But then, yikes, that's a tough one.
So I've seen variations. There was one where it's pretty much the exact same question you asked, where it's, "Hey, I'm just with," so let's say it's your partner, and then she'll say, "Hey, I'm with Chris right now, and he told me he was with you last night getting food." And then I think in that case, I would be like, "Yeah, for sure." And then I'll ask you what's going on.
Yeah,
but
you would.
If she says to me, "I don't know where Chris is. He said he was with you last night. Is he still with you?" Then I don't know, because I think I would be worried that, have you gone missing? Being held for ransom.
So would I.
So,
and also, just because I was with you last night, why would I still be with you now? Kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's different, man. I don't know how I would react in that situation. And I don't know, it's weird. I feel like now that I'm aware of it, I don't know what I should do. Even though I know that there's this test that exists now. But it's interesting, man. It's interesting.
It is interesting. And look, if it is just a test, I mean, who cares? But I think it's more important if potentially the person is missing, then we just need to tell the truth, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
If we're talking about you and your partner breaking up, who really cares? If you're missing, well, that's a life and death scenario there.
Yeah, exactly. So
maybe we should be telling the truth. I don't know.
Yeah.
do we back up our friend or do we tell the truth? What's the go?
What is the go? It's a tougher situation.
Imagine, this is taking it next level. But imagine like that happened and you got the call and you said, yeah, he's still with me. And then what if it was like, I'd actually been murdered somewhere, and then you're on the record saying that you're with me.
Yeah, yeah. So that's
evidence, bro.
Exactly. The part of the story where it's you missing is completely different. Like, what I'm assuming is in a general scenario, if this ever happened in real life, let's say the person's not missing, it's because, person X thinks person Y is probably cheating. And that's very extreme. But it could just be as simple as, you decided to play games and you forgot to contact your partner. But it takes it up such a high step when it's the person actually missing. Because if the person's actually missing, like you said, you're pretty GG if you lie.
Yeah, well, that's right. So that's where it's like, do you support your friend in potentially breaking up with their partner? Or do you save yourself from accidentally giving false evidence that could get you committed for a crime?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could probably back yourself up in court or something. Just say, I lied for the boys because I learned it on TikTok.
Yeah, that's going to hold up in court, bro.
Exactly right.
And then you're in court and you show the video. Yeah, this is what I thought was happening.
At least we've got evidence here recorded live on the So Good podcast that we saw it on TikTok. So we should be safe.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, that will do us for this episode. So thank you all once again for tuning into the So Far So Good podcast.
That's right. Hit us up with any questions, anything you want to say or ask at So Far So Good podcast on Instagram.
And we will catch you on the next episode.
Goodbye.
Yeah, very nice. Now, mine is going to go off any second. I set it for... Here we go. Nah, it's not making sound because we're on the phone. Bloody hell.